If only you could see me now. If only you could tell me why you disappeared, you made me cry. So don't come back. Oh, you never took the time to say. You didn't think you should explain. Like I don't care, you're kidding me. Don't do that. Oh, I don't tell anybody, no. That I'm feeling so miserable. All my friends tell me to be strong. If they're right, why does it feel so wrong? Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move. I tried to be the best for you. When you broke my heart in two. Oh, saying you didn't know, but I know you do. It's a fact. Oh, I don't tell anybody, no. That I'm feeling so miserable. All my friends tell me to be strong. If they're right, why does it feel so wrong? Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move. Just because you hurt doesn't mean my heart don't want you. Footprints in the dirt, following your every move, even though it hurts. Hey baby, do you believe me when I say I miss you so? It seems like your mind is elsewhere. Whenever we're on the phone, always on the go. Like you got a place to be, never on your own. Something you're not telling me, yeah. I believe it's true. You're all for someone new. I've never felt this stupid thinking I'm enough for you. Tell me, is she cute? Is she my substitute? I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you. Hey cheater, do you feel better now that you've broken my trust? Oh, boy, do you even remember that love is more than just lust? Always on the go, like you got a place to be, never on your own. Something you're not telling me, yeah. I believe it's true. You're all for someone new. I've never felt this stupid thinking I'm enough for you. Tell me, is she cute? Is she my substitute? I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you. I've had enough of you. You're just too much. I'm way too good for you. You're just a bluff. I'm so fed up with you. It's bad enough that I'm way too good for you. I've never felt so certain that I've had enough for you. tonight. Realize, lead the way. I follow. No need to say. We'll be ahead now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll buy no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
We are back, we are back, we are back. Shout out to the CIA. One love to the FBI, the feminine, beautiful, inspirational ladies. How we doing? Your godfather is back in the house, and the house is back. We're a little bit late tonight, but we're going to go ahead and get into it. How's everybody doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a good week. My week has been fantastic. That's a lot. It's been pretty good. October has to be better than September. September, oh my God. But hey, we are back. We are back. And as I always say, woosah, let's get it started. We need to get the likes up. We're behind. Candle of the evening. Laurier 62 from Le Labo. The fragrance of the evening. Tom Ford. Tuscan Leather. One of my top 20 fragrances of all time. This is just grown man sexy in a bottle. All right. How are we doing? Sorry about being a little bit late. Changing stuff around up here. As you guys saw the new, we're getting new stuff. So normally we have a tight shot on Henry Bear and the spinning wheel of death, but we're going to change it up a little bit as we build out the studio, as it were. So let's make sure the sound is sounding good. My mic is off. My mic can't be off. Testing, but let's get all the audio. Ecamm live. Testing. Nope, the mic is on. I can see the mic registering. But before we get into it, let's make sure everybody can hear. Because this is going to be another good broadcast. Ecamm live. Testing. There it is. All right. So, how's everybody? How was your week? Was your week good? We're in the fall. I love the fall, my favorite time of the year. So I'm hoping you guys are, we're going to get there one step at a time. What's going on, Muse? I just wish I could show you guys what else is going on, because there's another Muse over there and she has a belly ring. But everything's not here yet. But when you got the Instagram setup is going to be different than the YouTube setup. A lot of stuff going on. So let's get into it. I'm sorry. Keep the likes up, people, so we don't have to do this craziness right here. We don't want to have to do that. Guys, do me a favor, since that we are behind, go ahead and share this out. And the bottom line is, I said this. Modern women, you're going to have, modern women, if you want to get with these men, modern women, you're going to have to learn how to do this. Modern women are going to have to learn how to shoot their shot. And automatically, I had some women freaking out, panicking. I'm not going to approach a man. I'm not going to do anything like that. I have never done anything like that. I am the shit. Okay. Well, maybe you were when you were 25, but you are not the shit anymore. And the reality is this, ladies, like it or not, winter is here. And in order to stay and remain competitive, it is going to be the women who understand and how to move in this new environment who end up getting cuffed during cuffing season. Modern women have to shoot their shot. That's it. The ladies who are can get the ladies who can get past what you think you are and get down to the market decides are going to win. Why is that important? Well, because when I talk to a lot of women, especially when I do my one-on-ones, it amazes me how many women who up until probably this week thought they were traditional women. And it turns out that they're not really traditional women. They are, in fact, nice, modern women, but they're not traditional. That being said, it amazes me how many women can be career focused, handle their business at work, but have no idea how to shoot their shot at a man. Like it or not, ladies, you're not on a college campus. The modern dating scene is trash. Nightclubs are closed. Round two of the and the Delta variant is out. You are going to have to take advantage of the few opportunities you have to get in the game, to get out of the game. So let's start with the premise that you don't want to continue to be single, unmarried, unengaged, unattached for another year. I'm talking to the women who've already understand they got their head together, they got their body together, and they are past the point of worrying about fear. I'm talking to the ladies who are trying to get chosen because I'm going to just lay the rubber out right now, ladies, black women in particular. Let me talk to y'all in particular. Let me do this real quick. Let me go ahead and talk to my sisters real quick. Talk to black women real quick. Becky, Marisol, Mylene, uh, Jamila, they're not playing. I'm gonna be tell you right now. Every day, I know men who are thorough men who wake up with non-black women in their DMs. In their DMs. Let me tell you, not only are they in their DMs, not only are they in their DMs, they are coming strong. Let me tell you how Becky and them do it. Becky uh, will book a session with these guys. Becky will book a session and shoot their shot. Why am I saying this? Because what you're doing is not getting you the amount of at bats. You're not getting enough opportunities. You're not around enough men that you find sexually attractive and suitable. See, and this is what the problem is. So many of you ladies are like, well, I don't want to have to settle. Well, then if a man trips your trigger, you're gonna have to learn how to open your French toast mouth. But see, it's hard for a lot of modern women to wrap their minds around this because you are still moving as if you're the 23-year-old version of you. As if you're still that hot little thing that can get into the club and was dating the star of the football team and all this other shit. You are not that anymore. I said for the rest of 2021, I am focusing like a laser on women between the ages of 30 and 40 because it is my personal opinion, it is this group of women who are the most inept at picking men. You're the most inept at picking men. You don't know how to pick men. You don't know how to keep men. You don't know how to do anything except be to ruin relationships. I'm just gonna say it. You don't know you that's what you do well. You do girls trips well, you can work well, but you cannot pick men because you wait for the guys to step to you. And the men that step to you take the initiative. So the question is, don't you want to have some say in an outcome? Well, then you're going to have to learn how to be assertive and aggressive while remaining feminine. And how you do that is understand you are no longer the prize. You're no longer the prize. And I have been hesitant to say that, but the longer we let the delusion sit out there that you can move through the world at 35 like you did at 25, the worse it is for you. I've talked to so many women who are between 30 and 40 and they're just struggling. Friday and Saturday night, they're watching this show because they do not have a date with a man of value. Now, they may have dates, but the dates are with guys they're not attracted to. The dates are with guys that aren't on their level. They're going out with their girlfriends. And when was the last time, ladies, you looked forward to seeing a man who smelled like Tuscan leather and showed up in a suit? Mm-hmm. Opened your door. Uh, the valet opened your door when you were going into or pick a restaurant because let's see. That's a nice restaurant. River Cafe. How about that? When's the last time? You opening your own door. You're going to Steak 48 by yourself. You're going with your girlfriends. Looking like you're looking good, but you're walking out with dude. Hey, Shorty, how you doing? Shorty looking thick. Because you don't know how. So I'm going to ask a question to the ladies. How many of the women in the chat room are modern, nice, modern, professional women? And how many of you suck at approaching or attracting the kind of man you want to be with? If that's you, put a 5 in the chat room. Mother Nature gives, women give, Father Time takes them away. Thank you very much. I like that. If you are a lady, if you're a woman, a modern woman, a nice modern woman, and you suck at shooting your shot, put a 5 in the chat room. Because if you don't suck, if you know how to do it, you shouldn't be here. We got 1 5. 5, 5, 5. All right. The first thing you have to understand is that puts you ahead of the game. You're admitting there's work that needs to be done. Congratulations. Congratulations. You're admitting there's work that needs to be done. The first thing you're going to have to do, ladies, is you're going to have to get over your fear of rejection. Now, see, gentlemen, this is where the tables turn. Think of how many times women have said, why men aren't approaching anymore? Why don't men approach? Because you never had to deal with rejection. But understand something. Rejection is easier to deal with than
winter is coming.
Rejection is easier to deal with than winter's coming. You have to scope the guy out, see whatever, but we're going to go ahead and skip to the end. You see a man that you might want to meet, that you want to meet. What do you do, ladies? What do you do? Jessica say, I don't watch TV. Kevin is my cable bill. That's what appreciate it. What do you do? I'm going to open the call lines up to bring the ladies up, and we're going to do some role play. I want to see what you ladies do. And the first thing you need to do is take advantage of all those hours spent in the gym, the diet and everything else. And you need to actually put your phone up. First thing you need to do is when you are out between the hours of 7 and 10 o'clock, on the time where you go out to the local steakhouse, the local hotspot, wherever you go sit at the bar and have some nice Korean dumplings and a cosmopolitan, wherever you go do that, you need to, this needs to be turned off and put in your purse. That automatically lets men know that you are present. Because most women are sitting with their face buried in their effing phone. You need to go to these places on a mission. Phone off, eyes up, heels on, dress fitted, smelling incredible, walking fierce. You need to, and then when you go there, you need to smile. I want to see some asses wiggling. I want some perfection. You need to get in there and you need to have the phone off. You need to have the eyes open. You need to have the smile. It's the fall. I want you ladies to all go invest in a nice scarf or a nice mitzvah, something flowy that you can tie around your wrist, your hair, or your neck. Especially for my women with shorter hair. And you need to practice some moves, some hair flips, some dupe scoop, and what all these. There's so many movies that women practice their move. What are your moves, ladies? What are your moves? How do you let a man know you're attracted to him? Well, I'm going to offer you the easiest thing: the scarf, the mitzvah. The mitzvah is a scarf that you can tie around your purse, your wrist, your neck, or even your hair. And guess what? Let's say it's tied around your wrist, and you walk and you see a guy over there, and you're walking by, and you're smelling like what's a sexy women's fragrance? Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. You smell like Killian Back to Black. You smell like Killian Back to Black, or Bond Number 9 Signature. Takes on a different characteristic on women. Or you're wearing, if you're a dark skinned sister or a caramel complexion, you got your skin is popping. You're wearing Terry Mugler's Angel, and you walk by, and as you walk by, this thing just falls right off your wrist in his vicinity. Now you need to make sure you spray this up too. Spritz, 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 spritz. This is on your wrist, and as you walking by, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna. You walk by, and that just needs to. And I guarantee you, brothers like me are gonna see that, and we're gonna reach right down, pick it up. He's gonna pick it up, and he's gonna hand it to you. But as he's handing it to you, he's gonna get a waft of that Guerlain Spiritualiste Double Vanille, or Angelique Noir, or Tonka Imperial. I'm giving you all kind of good fragrances. Or let's see, Coco Mademoiselle. Well, that's a little bit, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Dior Amber Nuit. That's an exclusive. Diptyque Oud Ispahan. This is what you need to smell sexy. The notes you want to wear when you're out trying to attract men are incense, musk, oud, amber, honey. Incense, musk, oud, amber, honey. If you are a sexy woman already, you can go ahead and swing for patchouli. If you are a sexy woman, you can swing for patchouli. If you're a little bit more on the modest side, you want to think about sandalwood. But again, incense, musk, oud, amber. Incense, musk, oud, amber. If you're a sexy woman, shout out to Smashley. Smashley, you should be rocking patchouli. Shout out to my school teacher down in Houston, the sweet lady I talked to the other night. Miss, I don't know you, but you should be rocking something like Santal Blush from Tom Ford. Yeah, something like that. Or Tam Dow from Diptyque. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Shout out to I'm not gonna say the person's name. Miss Esquire. You should be rocking Spiritual East Double Vanille. Yeah, rock that. Because ladies, you must smell incredible. And if you can't put your hands on any of that, Tom Ford Noir Parfum, all women can put their hands on it. Go to Sephora. Or Terry Mugler's Angel. Or YSL Black Opium. All three of those. You can get that from 18. It costs you less than $100. All right. So you got your scarf, you got your mitzvah, you got this on. You walk by, that drops off your hand. First of all, most women ain't doing this. Number one, and this is the piece of decoration. It smells good. He hands it to you. You say, "Oh, thank you, my knight in shining armor." Say something corny. Say something goofy. Say something. I was hoping you picked it up. I was hoping you would pick up what I'm putting down. Oh, what did Biggie say? Once you grin, game begins. He's got your scent in his hand. He's handed it back to you. This is the opportunity to get in close, make eye contact, say something witty, flirty, sexy. Your lip gloss should be popping. Your eyes should be sparkling. Your skin should be glowing. You should be in heat. He should be able to smell the pheromones on you. I was hoping you pick it up what I put down. He's like, "Oh, okay. Like to join me for a drink?" Oh, ladies, would you like to join me for a drink? He picked up the scarf. Picked up the scarf. I prefer scarves over scarf, mitzvah, handkerchief, but most ladies don't carry handkerchief. Would you like to join me for a drink? Your phone's already off. Now, how many women think? How many women don't think that will work? Oh, y'all are tripping. Y'all are tripping. Yeah, I ain't gonna play me like a $2 hoe. No, thank you. Hell no. Come on, people. All right. So, Armani Musk Shamal. Terry Muglaze, Over the Musk, Chanel, 1957. Fragrances that smell incredible on women, incredible on men. This one right here, the newest, well, not the newest, the second newest Chanel, Musk, and it's signature scent worthy. This, I get so many compliments wearing this alone, but it smells incredible on a beautiful woman. And then if you're lucky enough to be able to find this one, Terry Muglaze over the Musk. And while I was at, I also snuck in Tom Ford Oud Wood. Yes, women can wear Oud Wood as well. Ladies, what I just gave you was a game plan to be feminine while being assertive and aggressive, while maintaining your femininity. You must use this play over and over and over and over again. You need to get so good at it to where it's like you're set your trap. You're hunting men like a Venus flytrap. You're hunting. You don't want to stand there and have a conversation. You want him to pick your scarf up, pick up your bait, and join you for a drink. And the purpose of the drink is to what? Flirt. Yes, flirt. Many of you ladies don't know how to flirt. This is why I said the other day when I was talking about, sadly, too many modern women, you ladies have forgotten how to be girls. Eye contact, kissing, caressing, touching. When you flirt, you're going to have to flirt with you're going to have to flirt with your hands, flirt with your eyes, flirt with your voice, flirt with your body language. You're going to have to get this guy into you to where he wants to see you. You don't want to sit there and, hey, okay, I hope you pick up what I was putting down. Okay, would you like to join me for a drink? Sure. Then you go sit down. So, what's your name? Kevin. And you are? Jen, Cynthia, Tammy, Tanya, Becky, whoever. What's your name? But from here, you don't start asking fucking LinkedIn questions. Other than, does your wife know you're here? Kevin, does your wife know you're here? Oh, I'm unmarried. Oh, no way, a man that looks as good as you is unmarried. How lucky did I get? Yes. Play to our ego. We like that. Wow, I must have did something right. Are you from here? Yeah. So you want to find out if he's married, where he's from, and what he does. But you don't want to start it out immediately. This needs to see, gentlemen, good conversation and good interaction should be a volley match, like tennis. Boom, 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 boom. So you don't ask closed-ended questions that can be answered with yes or no. You answer questions that require a little bit more. Kevin, if I were to let you take me out, where would we go? What? Kevin, if I were to let you take me out, where would we go? That's what you say, ladies. Assertive, aggressive, feminine, but you got to say it playful. Because if you say, if I were to let you take me out, where would we go? Check, please. When you say something like that, you have to make eye contact, you have to be smiling, and you need to lean in. If I were to let you take me out, where would we go? And let him tell you. And if it sounds like something, say, sounds good to me. When are we going? So you just dropped your handkerchief, got all your information, ask open-ended questions to get a meeting set to where you could actually go on a date. I am a fan of the Insta date. I'm a fan of turning it into something right there. Why plan something for 2 weeks out? Because I'm not. These guys aren't gonna be sitting around texting and talking. You don't need to do all that shit. Ladies, hear me and hear me well. You ladies need to stop fucking texting. Texting is from the pit of hell, and I rebuke it.
I rebuke.
Texting has done more to F up relationships than anything else because you ladies just text all the time. And then all that needs to happen because there's no emoji, there's no context. You know how many modern situations get ruined because of misinterpretations of texting. You need to stop texting, especially when you meet somebody or when there is conflict or confusion. Ladies, if you take nothing away from me today, take away mitzvah, scarf, scented, bait, and take away this. Stop texting men. Texting is miss you, love you, can't wait to see you, but you do not have whole goddamn conversations over text and important things like getting to know someone is done face to face or on the phone, not over text. And if you're not comfortable with this, carry your country Bama ass off the playing field. I don't care if you're not comfortable. If you can't talk to a man on the phone, grow some ovaries, you child. How many women? I'm not good on the phone. You better learn. You don't text a man when you're starting to get to know somebody. You save that so you have something to talk about over lunch, dinner, coffee, scones, ice cream, corn dogs, whatever. You don't text a man at that point, and you don't text when there's conflict, confusion, or controversy because this is being studied left and right how relationships are being abandoned over texting, ghosting. How many ladies, how many in the chat room have ghosted or been, if you have ghosted someone, put a 3 in the chat room. If you have ghosted, if you have ghosted someone, put a 3 in there, or if you are a lady and have been ghosted, put a 7 in there. If you're the ghoster, put a 3 in. If you're the ghostie, put a 7 in. Texting. Thank you. Men hate texting. There's no way to get context. All right. Stop with the whole size thing, guys. Please. Now I'm gonna ask you guys nicely. Please stop with the blank size, text size. That's what I mean by, you know, ongoing jokes and gags. All right, it's been going for weeks now. Please stop. I'm asking nicely. Let's just drop it and move on. Okay, ghosting. Ghosting. If you have ghosted or been ghosted, more likely than not, it's because you're not good with confrontation or conflict. That's one thing. But more than likely, it's because of this imprecise method of communication we call texting. You text somebody when times are good. Texting is meant to set up an in-person interaction. That's it. It's meant to set up an in-person interaction. It's meant to be a placeholder for for a phone call. Think about back in Christmas time or Thanksgiving. Go back to your grandma's house and remember when you had to wait to eat because they would cook for 3-4 days, and your grandma would be like, "Here, she give you a little dressing or a little something to tide you over." Okay, remember that? Anybody grandma do that? Give you some give you a piece of the honey, the Hawaiian bread or something. Give you a little something to hold you over. No, I don't want you to. Cause what? Why the grandma? Why mama do that for you? Why mama do that for you? Because she did not want you to do what? Spoil your appetite. And far too many of you modern women are spoiling your appetites via text. You are supposed to show up to the date ready to eat. And many of you have been eating junk food. It's texting. Stop it. You will set yourself apart from all other women by doing these three things: having no phone on, doing the little mitzvah scarf thing, and in the interaction period, not doing all this texting stuff. Why? Because if you're going to go through the trouble of making yourself available and vulnerable to shoot your shot, you don't want to take old habits and ruin new possibilities. You need to judge one another based upon your phone conversations and your in-person meetings. Save the texting for the relationship, and the relationship during the good times. This is something I learned and we focus on when I teach interpersonal communication. People tend to think we know each other better than we do. You don't. So, ladies, how many ladies think they can do something like this? Think you could actually put your little scarf on, send it up, drop it in front of the guy, say the flirty things, invite him to have a drink, chat a little bit, offer to let him take you out, and then go from there. Let's do it. Shoot your shot, ladies, because here's the reality. If you're not willing to do this, basically what you're saying is you're leaving all of the initiative on the men's side. And here's what you ladies have been told. If it's meant to be, he'd do it. If he's the right man for you, he'd approach you. The world has told you women that if it doesn't happen, it's his fault. He's not the right man. That is bullshit. The world has made it to where you ladies don't have to have any skin in the mating game. You just have to sit back and pick from offers. That ain't how your grandma did it. That's not how women have ever done it. Women have always had to be involved in it. Hell, in my lifetime, women have would approach men. Amber want to know if you want to be her boyfriend. Y'all going steady? Women have always Sadie Hawkins dances. Sadie Hawkins dances the dance where women had to ask the boys to dance. That's what the premise of Bumble is. And the women who are willing to do this put themselves in a much better position of getting the outcomes you want. Because I'm going to just say it directly. Men are tired of the modern dating environment, and men of all stripes have approach fatigue. And you're not going to like this, especially the higher the value the man, the more you're going to have to shoot your shot. I don't care how fine you think you are. Because let me tell you, if he is a high value man, he is visible at LinkedIn level. That means he has LinkedIn, Instagram, or whatever. I guarantee you, women know how to find him on IG, and they are in his DMs. Ladies, some of you ladies are some of the best detectives at anything else. You need to learn how to do this. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open the Ask Godfather link so you can get side by side with me on the screen. But here's the thing. If you hit the Ask Godfather link, you need to be on the phone. So plug your headphone in or something like that. Most importantly, you cannot have YouTube on. The only thing that can be on is the Ask Godfather link. Because when you have all these other things open, you're trying to watch YouTube or watch another program or do something and so forth, it causes a delay. When you call into this show, you need to be focused on this show. If I see you looking all around on a computer, such and so forth, I'm not even going to ask you. I'm just going to click you off. Zoom, same thing. On the Zoom link, you can request to not be on YouTube, but I must see you on camera on my screen. Ladies, here's your chance to role play. This would normally cost you money. This would normally cost you money. So if you're not willing to be visible, feel free to go pay and book your own individual private session, and we can role play at your cost. Either way works for me. Either way works for me. I think you would prefer to do it this way, though. I think you would rather do it this way. Because we are got started late, I'm going to go straight to it. Uh-uh. Hmm. Participants. There we go. All right. Mute all upon entry. All right. You know what? I'm not going to do that. So I don't have to keep asking people to unmute themselves. Let's try that. Mm-hmm. Boy, people love drag racing down here in Atlanta. Money work. Ladies, you gotta learn how to keep it light. Don't take it too seriously. If it doesn't work, you got a chance to meet somebody. If it doesn't work, add them to your contacts list. Build your network. Ladies, if it doesn't work, add them to your contacts list and build a network. Every interaction should be towards something. But you don't get somebody like King Ike. You don't get somebody like my dog Bill. You don't get one of these Blake Henry. You don't get Chad or Tyrone or Kevin and Sales just because you think you're cute. You gotta put some effort into getting a man that's worth keeping. So the women who can get their mind around the fact that you are going to have to compete for the kind and caliber of man that you want. You're going to have to compete. Testing. You're going to have to compete for the kind and caliber of man you want. And you're going to have to stay competitive. The women who get their mind around that concept are the women who win. Alright, here we go. Ask Godfather link up first. So, I'm gonna close that down. Close that down. Close that. All right, we'll move this here. Ask Godfather is up. Mika, you ready? Wave, you ready, Mika? Ready to go? Let's go. All right. If you don't pop off camera, you got to get back on camera. If I don't see you, Taisha. I don't know why these folks. All right. Mika, come back on camera or leave the Ask Godfather link. All right. So, guys aren't following instructions, so we're going to go over here. Hello? I didn't mute you upon entry. You need to unmute yourself, LaShonda. All right. So here we go. And there we go. I'm going to do that. Mute all upon entry. All right. Deanna, your audio is not connected. Parker, your cameras aren't on. All you ladies need to turn your cameras on. All right, so we'll do that. Okay. Do 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 do. Well, when I see somebody ready to go, I'll pop you in here. Uh-uh. You ready to go? NG. Are you ready to go? All right, let's go. Hello? Hello? You muted yourself. You need to unmute yourself. You need to unmute yourself. Hit the microphone and unmute it. All right. Well, she's trying to get that figured out. I don't get it, but all right. Do 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 do. Deanna, unmute yourself. Hello, Deanna. Hello. Say something. Oh my God. Hi, how are you?
I think I'm unmuted.
Are you watching this on TV or YouTube?
Hello. Hi.
I'm, I just muted you because you're still watching this on TV or YouTube. It needs to be off. Damn. Jessica, unmute yourself, please. Also, guys, don't. This is a women's show, guys. So they're not going to let you in as a man. So when it's men's night, then we'll call in. Hello, Jessica.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good. How old are you?
I am 32.
32.
Danger zone!
Yes.
So, what do we got going on, ma'am? Are you ready to shoot your shot for your man? Are you a shot
Indeed.
shooter?
Straight from the hip. Yes, I am.
All right. So I don't know what outcome do you want. Are you unmarried?
I am unmarried. I got married a few years ago, but it didn't work out because he couldn't have children anymore. And he was unaware of that. So I immediately divorced him because children was the outcome that I wanted to have.
Ooh.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Mm.
It was terrible, but like I told him from the beginning, I got married so we could have children, and then he found out he couldn't have children after we got married. So it was kind of ruthless, but so now I am actively looking.
I got one question. I gotta ask
this. What?
Are you a religious person? A Christian or anything?
Yes, I am.
So
my heart's beating so fast right now.
So in all seriousness, do you want to be handled like that by your spouse?
I don't, but when I met him, I told him that because I waited really long. I believed in the hype when I was younger, not to have kids and early on in my early 20s. I believed that hype. When older women told me that, I believed it.
You divorced your husband
So,
because through no fault of his own, he could not reproduce.
well, yeah, and then, but it wasn't. I mean, there was a little bit more into it
No,
than
ma'am. No,
that.
you can't. No, no, no. That's not. We don't do.
But that I'm not gonna lie. It is what it is. It
Okay.
was wrong.
So
And
you got to. So as a man out here on the market, I'm going to tell you what most men here.
I know it's terrible.
Most men are like there's men. I must be honest. I tell men to avoid women like you.
I know it was terrible, Mr.
It's
Samuels. But like he was older than me, and he already
ma'am.
had
I
3 kids.
okay, man,
And
man.
I had
Okay,
none.
ma'am.
None.
There is no way you can make this any better.
I know.
Because you said it is what it is. You don't you're saying that now because you're on in front of everybody, but I'm telling you, you don't want someone to handle you this way.
I know.
Then why was it okay? I mean, I'm curious because just a few days ago I had a 27-year-old woman on here actively talking about leaving her husband to go try to get back with her ex-boyfriend
I
because
heard
he
that.
had more money.
I just listened to that tonight, and that was very that disturbed me a lot. Hearing, I
But
just listened to that episode like
But
a
what
couple
you're
hours.
saying is what you're saying is on par with that.
I know it. I do know, and it was a very hard time for the both of us. And we came like he was 15 years older than me, and I told it, and it was heartfelt because I really loved him. But at the same time, I have like my family is very like knit together, especially with children. And I told him I was like, I can't. I told him if I was a little bit older or a little bit younger,
Well, I'm gonna
it
just
would
tell you.
work.
I'm gonna add. I mean, you see, ma'am, karma's a bitch. How do you know you're gonna be able to carry children to term?
Exactly. I know. I do know that. It is, and it is,
But I'm
it was,
asking because I'm curious because we often hear about how bad men are in marriage and what we don't do. But see, we don't hear stories like we hear on my show. And the
I
way
know.
and the matter of fact way you women talk about, I left him specifically because he could not have children. You mean your own natural children? Because if you want children, everybody wants to have their own children, but he can't. He could adopt. So he was
Well,
infertile.
no, well, that was the whole thing. Like it didn't just happen like all of a sudden we get this diagnosis and it happened. It gradually happened over like a 9-10 month period. And like I told him when I told him I was going to file, I told him it's because he didn't give me any alternative. Like
He
he
didn't get,
wasn't
ma'am.
talking
Hold on.
about,
What do you mean he didn't give you any alternatives? What does that mean?
no, because like adoption or like,
Why
like
did he need
a
to give you
vet.
that alternative?
No, because he never talked about it. Like he
Did you
never,
ever talk about it?
yeah, we would have open conversations
Did
about
he?
it. And
Hold on. Don't hold on. Calm down.
I know my heart's beating fast.
You're putting, ma'am. I'm just telling you how I'm hearing you.
I
I
know.
don't know if you know how crazy you sound. He didn't do anything. You're a grown motherfucking woman.
That's
Did
right.
you go to your husband and say, "Well, hey, honey, what about adoption?"
I did.
And what did he say?
No,
He said he did not want to adopt children.
that's what he said.
Based upon what?
He didn't feel like that was just a route he went. And
Okay.
then
When, this adoption, was this before or after you guys started talking about divorce?
this was right before.
And he has 3 children.
He does.
Well, ma'am, you make your bed, you lie in it. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna just tell you, ma'am. Any man with character, hearing this,
It was
he
terrible.
well, it's still terrible. Any man with character hearing this, you just got to know. Don't be surprised if this turns men completely off. Because even the way you're talking about it right now, it's so matter of fact, and it's kind of like, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, and my family is this, my family is that. You know, have you ever tested positive on a pregnancy test?
Of course.
Of course. I don't. What do you mean? Of course.
Well, I have when I was young, when I was younger.
Okay. Did you terminate?
No, it didn't
Okay.
it didn't go into the second trimester.
So, ma'am, see where I'm going with this? How do you know that you can? If you miscarried, how do you know you can? How do you know if even if he was shooting the club up, how do you know you can carry a child?
Well, no, because we went through the whole process because after we were married for like 3 years, and
I'm
after like
talking
it
about
wasn't happening.
I'm talking about the first. You said you've been pregnant, but you lost the child. The pregnancy wasn't. You didn't have a child.
Correct.
You did not self delete. You did not
Correct.
terminate.
Correct.
So that means there was, for lack of a better word, a miscarriage.
Correct. An early one.
Okay, then how do you know that you can carry?
Well, I mean, I don't have any medical proof, but from like my family, I would like everybody in my family, they kind of like carry even on into like their 30s. So like I'm
What
the
I'm trying to
youngest of
get, what I'm
four.
trying to get you to look at is, ma'am, ultimately, and I'm not wishing that upon you, but
I hope not.
I believe that the universe works. It's kind of like that's cold.
It was cold.
It is cold, and now and what you're basically saying is, hey, I want to get out here and find somebody else to marry so I can have my own kids. Okay, if you're saying your ex-husband didn't want to adopt, all right, fine, keep it moving. Let's get off this subject. But I'm gonna just tell you the way you told that story, so
I know.
unfeeling, and so matter of fact, if I had anybody around you, I would tell them to run because
It's
there's
so
some because what you're saying, ma'am, it's not okay. And you don't sound like you have one iota of care about it. It's like fuck it.
I do.
I want
No,
these
I do.
babies.
I do.
You
I do.
do,
Like I said, I'm a
but
little
you
nervous right
you
now,
say
and I
you
am
okay,
talking.
ma'am. I need you to understand. You can say you do, but I'm telling you how the world, me and everybody else, is likely experiencing, and that's what you ladies need to understand. Doesn't matter what you say; it matters how it impacts somebody else.
Right.
So you want to get married, have kids, and you're ready to shoot your shot. Because at what time frame do you want to be married?
Within the next 2 years.
Are you dating anybody seriously right now?
I am seeing somebody.
Are you dating anybody seriously towards marriage?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So how long you guys been together?
We've been together for 5 months.
5 months. All right. So I'm confused. Then why are you? Because this program is really about like shooting your shot and approaching new men. But if you already got it, man, why are you here? Did you say
Well,
you're serious?
because I wanted to.
Go
I'm not
ahead.
gonna lie. I never knew how to get onto your show, and I just kind of jumped on there. But once you do shoot your shot, like I do, like I said, I do have somebody, and
Mhm.
it is going well.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want.
Go
I'm
ahead.
just gonna book a private session with you.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I hope you guys have had the conversation about marriage and what you want as far as outcomes. Does he have any children?
No.
So I gotta ask. This may sound crazy, but are you asking men to take fertility tests?
Is that bad?
I know I'm asking. Well, I'm asking because, ma'am,
I haven't. But is that like? Is that?
you cut me off. I don't do that. I'm asking because if you're willing to divorce your husband because he was infertile, and then you say he didn't want to adopt, I'll just accept it, move on. But if you're willing to terminate your covenant with God and your husband, then that means you can't afford to have this happen again, right?
Correct.
So how are you
Right.
verifying that the men you're considering or talking about seriously are all have healthy or have can produce children? How are you verifying that with the men you're
You know,
saying?
Mr. Samuel, you are a very, very smart man. And I haven't even thought about that part, but that is so important. And I think that is something that I'm going to bring up in conversation, and I'm going to make sure I do that beforehand.
Okay. But I want you to, how tall are you?
5'7".
Dress size?
I'm like a 9'10". I'm not gonna lie. I'm a 9'10".
So at 32 years old, at 32 years old, your marriage market proposition is, hey, I've been married before. You didn't say anything about whether he was a good man or whatever. You said I divorced him because he couldn't make babies and he didn't want to adopt. And it's that important to me. Cool. Everybody has their
Was
standard. Everybody, no, man, just moving on. Everybody has their standard. That's fine. But you go into the marketplace and you're asking men who you think may be suitable candidates for you to produce a sperm sample.
that sounds so bad. It's a lot. It's a lot more character that involves. It's not just a sperm sample, because I could, it wouldn't be hard for me to just go out and get pregnant by anybody. So like,
That's not.
it's
But
not
no, no,
just
no,
that.
no. But see, I get what you're saying now. But you divorced your husband because he couldn't have children. So you're basic, and I'm saying, well, fine. If you're gonna leave one man, you got to know that every man you're possibly dealing with can produce children. So I want to know how that's supposed to work. Hey, before we even get serious, I need you to go ahead and take this cup.
Well, you know what?
Because I would
That's
love
why I
to.
said
Because I would love to know. Because here's the funny thing: I would love to know how this would happen in reverse. If I'm dating you and be like, hey, I want to have kids. So before I even take you out to Ruth Chris, I'm gonna need to go ahead and get your womb checked. I'm gonna need to get some of them eggs up out of
I'm not.
you.
Let me.
But I need you to understand how crazy that would sound to the market. How
I'm not
crazy
gonna
that would
like.
sound. No, listen. This makes sense to you. But I'm talking about an open goddamn dating market.
Right.
Hi, on my Match.com, on my Plenty of Fish, or my Bumble, on my Tinder profile. Hey, I don't want to know. I want to make sure to date me. I must have a semen sample.
That
And
is
it
so
must.
terrible,
Well,
Mr. Steve.
ma'am, that's why I was trying to make light up because that's what you're really saying. I need to know that you can produce, and that's the other side. If you're willing to, because there are guys who may be like, okay, cool. You want to get an STD battery? Fine. If you're willing to pay for it, no problem. But you're gonna have to produce the fact that you can carry and da 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 da. Because on the downside, I don't want to say it could happen. But what happens when you get married and all of a sudden you come back and it's like you can't again? Should he divorce you?
If he didn't have any children,
No,
I would completely understand it.
Ooh,
I really would. If
then
he
why?
didn't,
So I don't understand. I don't understand what marriage means. Then there's nothing Christian about this. There's nothing spiritual about this. I mean, I understand the want to have children, but there's nothing. I'm trying to help you, man, but that's like,
you are.
goddamn.
But you are helping. The fact that you even mentioned that about getting.
Why? I mean, I gotta ask, why are kids so? Why are kids? Children are important, but why are children that important? Your natural born children.
I don't. I mean, I'm the youngest of 6, and I'm the only one who doesn't have any kids. It is important. In my family, it's important.
Okay. Do you have any sisters?
I do.
How many?
4.
4 sisters and 1 brother.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the brother? Is he the oldest?
He's the second oldest.
Second oldest. So all 4 of your sisters are married?
Yes.
Is your brother married?
His wife, yes, he's married.
All right. So you're the baby, which problems already spoiled. And you used to get in your way. You've been married. You had a guy who was older than you. He had kids, but he couldn't. He didn't want to adopt. Fine. I'm just laying it out as the market, man. As the market, if you go into the market, that's what you're basically saying. Hey, having kids is important. So what I'm saying, man, is you better be as sure as possible that you can carry children to term?
I'm gonna take what you're saying very, very serious, and I'm gonna get that information like from a medical professional, and
So
I'm going.
so th- then after the ability to produce children, what's number two on the list? And what's next on the list of requirements for men?
Well, number two, that's just no, that's a requirement just for me in general. But are you talking about like my type of men, the type of
Well,
men
yeah,
that I like?
because ultimately, that there's so many things that go wrong in human reproduction. I mean, see today because modern women, you guys are so spoiled. People used to have 8 and 10 children because infant mortality rates were high, children mortality rates were high, and you needed multiple hands. And then women having a child is the most dangerous thing any woman could do. But women today automatically assume that just because you get pregnant, you're gonna carry a child. It's all going to be healthy and it's all going to work out to the point to where it's a foregone conclusion. Cool. So if having a kid is that important, what's you got to be judging that has to be one of the top criteria you picking a man based upon. What's some other
Right.
stuff?
Other stuff would be like his commitment, the how he handles responsibility, um, his compassion towards family,
His commitment to what?
his commitment just in general, just a strong commitment for whatever he believes in.
What do you mean? You could be committed to your football team. You could believe in a football
You're right.
team.
And then have you ever seen somebody who's committed to their football team? They go all out for it. They lose sleep over it. They're out that like just somebody with like a strong sense of commitment and a strong sense of purpose. Somebody who knows exactly what it is that they want and that they're very passionate about getting it.
I don't think you get it
But
because that's what you're supposed to have when you enter into a covenant marriage. It's selfish.
it was so
What you did?
terrible. Like
What you said, ma'am? No, what? No, ma'am. See. What all I do is I have the conversation. You understand the difference between right and wrong, and commitment. And the thing you're saying, commitment, sense of family. Well, family, ma'am. You had a family. You had a husband, and you had stepchildren.
I know it.
So what was
They
your?
were grown though. They were like they were.
Ma'am,
That's
they
those
were your
teachers like
stepchildren.
my brother and my father tell me this. Like
Childish.
when people hear that
Childish.
story, they
Childish.
it is
Childish. Mr. Whoever raised you and your 6 siblings, spoiled ass kid right here. Childish. It's true, ma'am. It's childish.
I know it's true. I do know it's true.
And
Because I
man,
watch your content a lot and like
so if you had a son,
reality.
if you had a son, you would want him to run into a woman who treated men like you? Yes or no? Your son marries a woman. Your son marries a woman, and his wife comes and says, "Well, I'm gonna leave you because you can't have kids." You'd say, "All right."
No, because I would want him to be with somebody a little bit more empathetic than that.
Right.
It is. I'm not. It is. I'm. Like I said.
I'm asking seriously, and man, it's not really a value judgment as much as I'm just trying to hold a mirror up to you because you say the shit you say to people around you, and they let you believe this stuff. I'm telling you, as somebody who got no dog in the fight, what you immediately said, it was almost like somebody hit the DJ. What?
Because I was just excited to talk to you.
Well, but you said I had no problem with it. Fuck that nigga. His dick didn't work. I'm sorry. Whatever, man. He had kids and he had his babies. I want my babies. But then you turn around and say I got pregnant, but I couldn't have that one baby. I'm like, so how do you know you can have them? You don't know any of this stuff, and you're supposed to mean more with the man you're with than the outcomes. The outcomes are the family is you and him and what y'all make. But it was like, I couldn't have what I wanted. Spoiled ass baby child. It's what I wanted. I want my own kids. And I hope it works out for you. But the way you've told this situation, ooh, that's why
Is
I'm like, therapy is this is why I think therapy is so good. So you can
I
talk a
have
lot of this stuff. Mm.
I've been in therapy. I go to therapy twice a month, and I have been for 4 years. Like
Four
my therapist
years.
went through like
4 years.
I have been. Yes, I have been.
Why? Are you on medication?
No,
Ma'am, you
no.
want to be in therapy for 4 years? You're supposed to graduate from therapy.
Oh yeah, well, it's kind of like it goes in. I graduated from the personal part, and then it goes into like it's a group thing with
Okay.
other women, and I just like to go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. I hope you're prepared to be judged as harshly as you judge your husband. Cause, ma'am, jokingly or not, that was horrible. That's just bad.
I,
It's just bad, man. It's just bad. It's just bad, Jessica. It's just bad. It's just
it's so
bad.
terrible.
I mean,
I
but
thought it was
see, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm focusing on so much because you modern women are so goddamn focused on getting what the fuck you want. You don't care about anybody else except you. It's you above everybody else. So I hope you are prepared to live in a world that is as cold as you are. I don't want to live in a world like that to where you said you would want somebody to have empathy for your son, but you had no empathy for that mother's son. I know there's more to it than that, but I'm just saying. Just
yes.
you got to consider. Well, anyway.
No, I appreciate.
Okay. Okay.
I
All right,
appreciate.
Deanna, how are you? I'm going to spot somebody
Hello.
else. Thanks. Bye bye.
I'm
How are
great.
you?
Can I please not be on YouTube,
Sure,
please?
go ahead.
Okay.
Uh, what do we? So I forgot what we was talking about. Shooting your shot. Jesus H Christ.
So I have a question. It's it lines up with the topic today. So I currently am seeing a high value man. However, he is damaged. So my question for you is, how do I move with a damaged high value man?
What do you mean he's damaged?
He is damaged in the sense of he has had some bad relationships and he has made a huge success out of himself in the past 5 years. And the last person that he took seriously kind of effed him over. She
Okay.
did
Damaged
all of
how?
these sweet
Okay,
things.
ma'am. He's damaged. You can't fix no. Okay. Damaged how?
Damaged in the sense of he is
This is off the
kind of
topic. Go ahead. I need to get to the
cold-hearted
point.
and doesn't want to let anyone in.
Well then, bye. If he was an average earning man, would you be sweating this? There's your goddamn answer. It's all about the money. Nope. It's off the subject, number one. Number two, if he was an average earner, you wouldn't be worried about it. Hello? Cecilia? All right, you guys still have YouTube playing. All right. Can't have YouTube on because I can't hear you. Natalie? Hello? How are you? You have to unmute yourself. You have yourself muted somehow. And Yasmin, you have yourself covered, so we're going to get you up out of there. You got to unmute yourself, Natalie, and we're going to get to Mika. Natalie's trying to get it figured out. Hello, Mika? You have yourself muted too. You got to unmute yourself. There you go. Hello, how are you? How are you?
Good, how are you?
All right, so here's what's
Can you
going
hear
on.
me?
all you ladies on the Ask Godfather link still have the YouTube show playing in the background. I said you got to turn that off, or else it's going to put a delay in. So we're going to go over to what the heck? Ray, unmute yourself.
Hello. Can I not be on YouTube?
Sure. What's the question?
Okay, we're talking about shooting our shot with men.
How old are you, by the way?
19. I'm young.
Oh my. Yeah. Okay.
But
Yeah. Have you ever approached a man?
no.
All right.
But
I'm talking specifically for women who are like between 30 and 40. You're a bit young for this one.
okay.
Because you can listen, but if you haven't really tried it, this is all kind of theoretical. And I got a lot of people in tonight right now.
Okay.
Thanks, bye-bye. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and yeah, on the Ask Godfather link, you guys have to be ready to go. Alexandra, go ahead.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. How old are you?
27.
27. All right. So we're talking about shooting shots.
Yes.
Are you shooting shots? Are you trying to shoot your shot?
I want to shoot my shot.
Are you single?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever approached a man?
I did a lot more when I was younger.
Younger? What do you mean, 11?
No, I would say like 20 to like 20. That's not even true. That's a total lie.
Why? I was gonna say, when's the last? How old were you when you last approached a man? You never approached a man.
I wouldn't say I never did. I flirt, but I wouldn't say. Okay. Is that approaching a man by flirting?
Nope.
Yeah. So then no.
Okay. Well, being first year in the danger zone. Did you watch the whole program?
No, I got in when you were talking about, tossing your handkerchief and
So you toss the handkerchief, or you have it's called a mitzvah. It's either a scarf that you wear around your wrist, your neck, your hair, or your purse or something, and you walk by a man, you drop it. I go pick it up, and I hand it to you, and you say what?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I know you said something. It's just this is something I've never done, but I know you said something along the lines of, "Does your wife know you're here?"
That's on down the path. But the first thing I said is to say something cute, flirty, but to say thank you is a close in the conversation. Thank you. You're welcome. Then I keep off walking. Your purpose is to try to engage me. So I said, try something like this. Thank you. I wondered if you'd pick up what I'm dropping down or pick up what I'm putting down. That's what I said.
That's smooth. Yeah. Maybe I would have complimented their shoes or their outfit, asked where they got it or what brand it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. I'm going to tell you why. Compliments are good, but you're really not trying to engage me in fashion. You're trying to flirt with me.
You're right.
So what I said is, thank you. I wondered if you'd pick up what I'm putting down. What do you think my response would be? Think I look at you like a Vulcan, or you think I'd laugh, smile, or something?
Yes, laugh, smile.
And then what's the next thing you should do?
Kevin, I don't know. I've never
join me for a drink. You want to join me for a drink?
Okay. Thank you.
See? Okay, let's do it the other way. I drop my pen. You pick it up and hand it back to me. You want to hand it to me? Thank you. I wonder if you pick up what I'm putting down. And you just smile at me.
Probably awkwardly, yes. This is the problem.
All right, you just sit there and smile. It's like, are you deaf too or just mute?
Ah, good one. Neither.
Neither? Well, prove it to me. Join me for a drink.
I would love to.
All right. See how smooth that is? Confidence. I'm just go right there. Don't get rude. Don't get freaked out. I'm about to say something sexual. You have a vagina.
I
Use
do.
it. Use it. We want it. You have it. Use it. Vagina is confidence.
Absolutely.
So use it. I just approached you with confidence of a professional man who has something to offer, but I'm practiced in that. You're practiced in being a woman. You're resistant. It's like you want the outcome, you just don't know how. All you have to do is make it possible for me to do what I want to do.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
All you have to do is set it up and let me knock it down. All right. Does that make sense? So, whatever it is, the ultimate goal is, oh, okay, join me for a drink. My treat. And then you go sit down. Take this little sector of the show and rewatch it and role play it. This is what has to happen. You guys have to get in the mirror and practice it. Practice something like that to where it just becomes kind of memory. And it'll get more comfortable as time goes on. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Remember, we want you. You just got to make it easy for us to get you. So, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lady, you're welcome. There we go. Did she just mute herself? Oh yeah, I should have asked. If anybody want to shoot their shot at, I need to start putting women's name here. If you want to shoot your shot at a girl, that comes on another show. That comes on another show. That comes. Ashley, how are you? Ashley, then Lauren. Hello.
Hi, Mr. Can I not be on YouTube?
Huh? Can you
Can I not be on YouTube?
Okay. How are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
Good, how are you? 29.
Okay. There's a slight background. Are you on speaker or Bluetooth?
No?
Okay. All right. Single or married?
Single?
All right. So, are we shooting shots? I see you over there, Natalie. Are we shooting shots? What are we doing?
We are now?
I don't know. That's the subject of the show. Modern women need to shoot their shot. Or did you have a question or something?
Yes, I meant to say that we are now. I am now.
All right.
I am now shooting my shot.
All right. So, are we doing the whole dropping the scarf thing?
That has not been something I've attempted.
All right. Then how would you engage? How would you engage? If I'm the guy, how would you engage me?
If you're the guy.
Mm-hmm. We're going to role play. How would you engage me?
Mm-hmm. And you pick it up. I would say, thank you.
So hold on. I want to be clear. We are doing the scarf thing.
Okay. Yes.
Is that what you wanted to do? Because you said it's not something you tried. Are you saying you've never tried it before and you want to, or are you saying I don't want to try that, I want something else?
I'd prefer trying something else. Something.
Okay, that's why I'm asking. If you want something else, what would it be?
That's the thing. I'm not sure.
Well, no, see, that's not how it works. That's like a kid sit down with mama cook for dinner and like, I don't want this. What you want? I don't know. Just cook shit until I say no. No, I gave a scenario. If you don't like my scenario, you got to have one. Think about it. I'm gonna go back to somebody else. Yeah, this is not multiple choice, ladies. You're all going to be uncomfortable, and you're going to have to decide to do it. Hello, Lauren. Natalie, you're up next.
Hi, can I not be on YouTube?
Sure. How old are you?
I'm 28.
28. Yep. Single or married?
I am single.
All right. Oh, are we shooting shots over here?
I shoot shots. I recently moved to the DMV area, so I when I do go out, I do approach men. Have been rejected from time to time, which I think is a good balance because it actually builds
You've
my
been
confidence.
rejected. Hold on. You've been rejected when you approach men.
Yeah,
How'd
they're
you
like,
approach
oh,
him? How'd you approach him?
like I think you're attractive.
Okay. Well, let's start. Let's recreate the scenario. Where were you at when you approached the guy who kind of rejected you?
Um, this in this scenario, I was at a bar.
All right. You were at a bar. You were actually standing at the bar, sitting at the bar. What was going on?
He was sitting at the bar, and I was standing because I was
All
just
right.
waiting for my drink.
How was the music? Was there live? Was there music playing?
Yeah, and it was pretty dark and kind of gross and cramped, but
All right.
I did it
So in a
anyway.
dark, gross, cramped bar, you saw a guy that you thought was attractive,
Yeah,
and you walked over to him, or he was standing, or he was next to you.
he was sitting at the bar, and like
And,
I was getting my drink, so I walked
and
over to him.
you walked over to him and said what?
I think you're attractive.
And what did he say?
Uh, no, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
Yeah,
Was
it's
he?
kind of funny
Hold
because
on, hold on,
I
hold
don't
on,
get.
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Middle Eastern, or other.
He is black.
Okay. No, I'm good. What do you think that meant?
Um, I don't know. I didn't read too much into it. I didn't want to get too bogged down by it, and I was like, meh, and just continued my night.
Okay. No, I'm good. You took it as a rejection. Do you know in the DMV area, you're not an unattractive woman. Do you know for sure he was into girls?
I don't know.
That's Laura Ashley. I mean, ladies, are y'all missing something? Is that not likely what came to y'all's head why he said he's good? I wouldn't say if you came and said I'm attractive, you're gonna get a conversation.
Okay.
So somebody to say no, I'm good,
Like,
they're batting for the other team. Because even a
mm,
married man with kids would say, "Oh, thank you very much. We got eyeballs."
mm.
Am I missing something, ladies? Emily, am I missing something? All right. So kudos for you for having the courage to go up and try. You've done this more than one time now. You've tried
Yeah,
more. Okay. All right. What is that? A cat? Dog? What is that?
it's a cat. It's a
Okay.
cat. It's my cat. But I did have a quick question for you on this
Go ahead.
topic.
Go ahead.
Um, I've been chatting with someone for a minute and we didn't start off on the right foot, like whatsoever. But he's since apologized and I also apologized. And it wasn't like a superficial apology. And I I want another chance with him, but I'm not too sure of how to shoot my shot in this case.
Okay. Give me a 30,000-foot view. How did things go awry? Was it over text?
In person, we kind of had like a sour encounter one night.
Have you
I
guys
was
been
really
intimate?
I was rude, combative. He was
Have you guys been
disrespectful.
intimate?
Yes, just once.
Okay. You were rude and combative regarding what? What was it about generally?
Um, because he I needed to go home. He
Mhm.
offered to take me home, but I didn't want him to take me home for whatever reason. And then I saw how much a Lyft and Uber cost, and I asked for him to pay for it. And then I asked him to take me home, and he kind of got upset. So
You wanted to go home, right?
yeah,
He offered to take you home, right?
yes,
You declined that.
yes.
Then you saw how much it was going to cost. Then you turned around and asked him to take you home. All
Yes,
right.
and that's
Okay. Hold on. Hold
crap.
on. Hold on. Hold on. No. 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 The reason you said no is in fear, scarcity, or lack. What were you afraid of?
Fear of
What?
him knowing where I live.
He knows where your vagina is.
I know. I know.
Him knowing where you live would mean what?
Um, it was out of fear, like I said, due to past experiences of people knowing where I live.
Right. Thank you. Listen
Yeah.
well, ladies. Making a man in
Yeah.
your present pay for mistakes of your past equals no future. You need to be honest with him. Hey, Chad, Tyrone, when you asked to take me home, it freaked me out. It freaked me out because nothing to do with you, totally my fault. I had a bad experience once upon a time, and I know that's no excuse, but I just didn't know how to handle it, and I'm sorry. The truth. He'll understand that because as soon as you said no, I knew you didn't want the man to know where you live. But you were at his house.
Yeah.
If he wanted to kill you and eat you, he could have. You had interactions with him. If he wanted to do something to you, he could have. It was an irrational fear based upon a real experience. You need to do something about that too. You need to address that. And that's why I think counseling, therapy, there needs to be some healing around that issue. Because if you want another shot, you can tell him I want another shot, but there's some things I need to work on too. And, if he's willing to, because you got to have thorough communication and some honesty. We're all broken and damaged in some sort of way. But if he accepted, you apologize to him?
I did, yeah. I
And he
apologize.
accepted your apology?
He did, and we text. I know you spoke about texting earlier today.
I
But
get
yeah,
it. But you want another shot.
I do, and I don't know how to say that
All
without
right. Here's how you're making what's his first initial?
what's his what?
First initial of his first name?
W.
W. Oh, W. All right, Wilbur. Hey, Wilbur. I got to make something. Let me make this up to you. We love when y'all make it up to. I screwed up. Let me make it up to you. Let me cook your dinner. Let me see. I said this last week. When you mess up, you're gonna have to get the sweet taste of ass, like Alpha Male Strategies used to say, or suck a whole lot of Johnson. But maybe we're not that far off. But you gotta make it up to him. Hey, Wilbur, I'm sorry about what happened. Let me make it up to you. And you make it up to him by inviting him to the house you were afraid for him to see. Cook him dinner in
Okay.
high heels and a thong.
Okay.
I personally think that would probably kind of work. High heels, a thong. If you do it right, you might not even get through dinner. I don't know many men that would turn down sex and apology. Ego boost and an orgasm. Hmm. Yeah, I think most guys would probably take that. What do y'all got? What do y'all think in the chat room, fellas? How many guys would accept an ego boost and an orgasm? Guys, anybody? Jesus Christ! All the guys say yes. Keep doing what you're doing, young lady. You're on the right track. Your heart's in the right place. Get some therapy, heal with the trauma, and whether it works with this guy or not, just don't take any traumas into new interactions. Everybody gets a clean slate. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All the best. Emily,
Thank-
unmute yourself. Oh, sorry. Hold on, Emily. I got to get to Natalie. Natalie's been waiting over here patiently. Nat, you got to unmute yourself. It says guest has muted themselves. I can't unmute you. Okay, so now I'm going to try to unmute you again. Yep, your microphone is muted, Natalie. So I'm going to leave you right there until you can try to get it figured out, but you're ready to go. All right, Emily, go ahead. Well, Natalie's trying to get that done. How are you? How are you doing, Emily? I can't hear you.
Can you
Now
hear
I
me now?
can.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How are you?
My laptop volume. I didn't hear you. My laptop volume was low. What did you
Okay.
say?
Said, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How old are you?
Okay, I'm 20, but please don't kick me out.
Talking about shooting shots. What do you got?
I have two questions. The first question is, well, if you let me, the first question is, I am an online student and I work online, and it would be difficult to kind of, drop the scarf because my country is still completely locked down, because of COVID. So, what sort of suggestions would you maybe recommend in terms of how can I shoot my shot and enter the dating scene?
Into the dating scene in a lockdown situation?
Oh, and can I not be on YouTube?
Yeah, you're not on.
Okay.
Into the dating scene in a lockdown situation?
Well, yeah. How can I shoot my shot if
Well,
it?
it's going to be hard in a lockdown situation because there's no you guys can't actually go out.
No. So, well, we have a curfew from at that starts at 5 p.m. and weekends are no movement and restaurants
Well,
and
the
stuff
problem
like
the
that.
problem you're going to have is anything that you do is going to be stopped. You and if you're not really versed at distant communication, you're not going to be able to take it to the next step and escalate. So I mean, if you're on online dating app, if you're on dating apps or things like that, or Instagram, I mean, women, you shoot your shot by liking a photo and sliding in the DM saying, "Wow, nice jacket. You look like you smell good." I don't know. You say something. You compliment us. You compliment us. But here's the thing: you need to compliment with the goal of having an actual conversation, with the goal of actually having a meeting. And if in a lockdown situation, you can't do that. Okay. All right.
My second question, if you could let me,
Go
um,
ahead.
can
Go
I?
ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to find out, in the previous Bible that I watched, you were discussing traits of a high value woman, sorry. And I was just wondering, what, how can I develop certain characteristics as a young woman entering the dating scene to sort of propel myself to become a high value woman for my future husband?
Okay. How to prepare yourself to be a high value woman?
Yeah, what resources and outlets that I can use to develop some of the characteristics that you would have listed previously on
Well,
your
I
life?
mean, attractive and appealing, a comforting character, discerning and disciplined, enthusiastic, exuberant, loyal, and liberating. That's the traits and characteristics of a high value woman. I don't, as far as resources, um, that's going to be a little bit more difficult. I don't know where you're located, but they're working on something for that right now. But let me just go over the traits again. She's attractive and appealing, meaning she looks good, and she's good to your eyes and good to your ears, good to your heart, good to everything else, because she has a comforting character. She's discerning and disciplined. She's enthusiastic and exuberant. And she's loyal and liberating. The discipline piece. The discipline implies in how you conduct your life. Disciplined women live under a structure, either from their father or one they impose upon themselves. And one of the main ways guys determine whether or not a woman is living under any sort of discipline is her fitness. You must be fit. Fitness is one of the biggest indicators to a man that you're under some sort of discipline. Dietary discipline, exercise regimen, sleep, skin, all these kind of things. So, all right. So, hopefully, I helped you. I got to get to the next people on the program. Let's get back to. Yeah, I can't speak to you. You're still muted, man. Hello.
Hello, can
Uh,
you hear me?
hello. Hello. Hold on. This is getting nutty. All right. So let me pull it. Let me go back to Zoom. I don't know what's going on Zoom. Ashley, you ready?
I hope so. I'm still not on YouTube, right?
You don't have a scenario yet?
I'm going with the scarf.
All
Wrapping
right.
the scarf.
So you drop your scarf. I pick it up. I hand it back to you, and you say what?
Thank you. Are you sweet with other women like me?
Say it again.
Are you as sweet with other women like me
Am I as
as you are with
sweet?
me?
Am I as
Mhm.
sweet with other women like you? I don't even know what that
Like
means.
you are with me.
I don't. Am I as sweet with other women as I am with you?
Yes.
Uh, I don't know if that actually works, but I would say if they drop their scarves, yeah. If
That
they
sounds
drop their
great.
scarves, yeah.
Well, I'm very fortunate.
Yeah.
Would you like to join me for a drink?
Here's how I would say that. You don't even say I'm very fortunate. You just join me for a drink. Don't ask. Assert. Join me for a drink. See, you didn't even say what you were going to initially say confidently. You said it kind of tentatively. Are you as sweet with other women as you are with me? And if I said, of course, yeah, I'm always trying to hit some ass. I could have said that sarcastically, but you need to be ready for anything. And the ultimate goal is to say, join me for a drink. So if I say, yeah, I'm a sweet, well, of course, I'm a player. I always trying to hit that ass. No, join me for a drink then. See, you still take it either way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
This is why practicing. Go back and listen to this little segment and listen to the difference between how you said what you said versus how I said what I said. You can't take it too seriously, and you don't want to get overly complicated with the words. Keep it simple, stupid. The KISS principle. All right. I'm going to let other people in here. Jesus, we got a lot of women in here tonight. Ladies are shot shooting. If you want to shoot your shot at that, what is this in the chat room? You want to shoot your shot at me? Well, I'll be damned. How you look? If you want to shoot your shot at me, you got to get on camera. I don't talk to avatars. You want to talk to me, you got to get on camera. And I must see at least I must see from your knees on up. refer from your calves. Mm. All right, Diana. To Diana now.
Can I not be on YouTube, please?
Yeah, you cannot be on YouTube. How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. All right, are we shot shooting?
Sometimes I'm kind of timid. I get pretty shy.
Okay.
Um,
So,
sorry, I'm really nervous right now.
okay.
I don't necessarily know how to like continue the conversation once the shot is shot. I kind of just like
Did you
awkwardly.
watch the whole program?
Yes, I've been
Uh,
watching.
well, continue the conversation from where?
Um,
If we did
after
the whole scarf dropping thing, where would it normally fall apart with you?
after he picked up my scarf, I would probably just say like thank you, and I don't
Okay.
necessarily know how to like pick it up from there on out.
So
Um,
what did I say?
you said to say, are you picking up? Are you picking up
Are you
what I'm
picking
putting down?
up? I wonder if you pick up what I'm putting down or something lighthearted. Oh, thank you. What did I do to get so lucky? How about that? What did I
Mm,
do to get so lucky?
okay.
It doesn't
Okay.
have to make a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
It just has to be something to where there's thank you is if I hand it to you, say thank you. All right, I keep walking. But you got to
Okay.
engage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And how question. Um, what would you advise somebody to do if in a situation like in a bar where there's like a lot of people? Um, like would you and it's like loud kind of. Would you can like what would because that's like the scene that I'm normally in.
That's the
Um,
question. You got to get quicker with the questions. What would I
sorry.
advise somebody to do in a bar? It's loud and then what?
Yeah, in that setting, where there's like a
Go
lot of
grab his butt.
huh?
Go
Sorry.
grab his butt.
Grab his butt. Isn't that
Is this mine?
that wouldn't be kind of invasive? Because I'm
Nope.
just not an aggressive person.
You
So I
see,
don't want to come
did you
off.
see? Did you see how tense you got right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already panicking.
Hmm.
You got to relax. I'm going to ask you something, and it's going to be sexual, so get ready.
Okay.
Are you still? Have you been with anyone yet?
Yes, I have.
All right, so you've had sex before.
Yes.
Act like it. If it's loud, you're not going to be able to use a lot of stuff with this little bitty voice when it's so loud.
Um.
So you got to break the touch barrier. Is
Hmm.
this my arm? It's supposed to be around my waist. What are you doing? Flirt.
In a way, you do you think that like they might just want like the physical with you if you approach them in that way?
We all want the physical with you. Y'all need to get past. We don't want to. We want to screw you first. Then we want to talk to you. Use that to your advantage. We're not you.
Hmm.
If I went up to you and grabbed your butt, it would be invasive. You grab my butt, that's thank you. You walk up and if I grabbed your arm, that's why you touching me. You grab my arm. Is this my arm? It's supposed to be around my waist or at least around my shoulders. All
Okay.
right.
Okay. So just be more assertive in a way.
Do what the white girls do. They do that shit all the time, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they get married.
Oh, okay. But
Because they accept the fact like every other woman. Yeah, they want to screw me. Yeah. And obviously, if you looked in a man, I'm thinking you're approaching a man that you'd want to have sex with. But then
mhm,
act like it. You don't have to, but you don't have to bang him in the bathroom. You can say flirty stuff and not be a slut.
okay.
I said the butt thing to
Mm,
shock you so you could relax.
okay.
But when I said the whole thing about the nice arm, but this should be, it'd be better if it were around my waist or at least my shoulders. Something to be like, oh, okay, well, let me hug you. No, join me for a drink. It's too loud in here.
Okay. Okay.
No,
That's
it's not okay. Because what I just said, who thinks that she would try it? How many of y'all think that she would try it? You got to use the cute stuff to your advantage. Like, cute. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. But you got to use that to your advantage.
okay.
Okay. She's like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do it.
Yeah, I need
I don't
to
know if
I
I can
need
do it. I don't know
to
if I can do it.
I
She's
just
like,
need to work on the confidence and like speak.
just remember you have a vagina and it works.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do is remember you have a vagina, wear silk panties, and remember it works.
Hmm. Okay. Thank you.
That's really all you gotta do. I mean, I don't know what y'all are walking around with the most valuable 4 to 6 inches on the planet. Y'all act like I don't know what to do. Act like you got a vagina. Pretty much works.
Yeah. It's just a lot of the times I think with the way that because I'm very my father is very much vocal in when it comes to advising me on how to date and how men are.
Mm-hmm.
Um I
He's
think,
right.
yeah, he constantly reminds me that men are visual
Yes.
creatures.
Mm-hmm.
So to not dress certain types of way, and if I want a man to respect me and like approach me for the right reasons,
Uh-huh.
to carry myself a certain
Right.
way. Yeah.
That's a man approaching you. This is different.
Okay.
You gave
You're
me a
right.
scenario where you're in a loud bar. I can't
Mm-hmm.
give you anything because you're soft spoken and little. I got to give you something that's going to be a pattern interrupt for the person you're talking to and is going to get his attention.
Mm-hmm.
So your dad's not wrong, but I'm a dad as well.
Mm-hmm.
And if you decide you want to step to a guy in a loud bar, there are not a lot of options.
You're right.
If you want to walk, or you can walk over to him and take a Sharpie, keep a Sharpie in your purse, and walk up to him and grab his hand and write your IG in his palm and walk away. I mean,
Okay.
you ladies, this is not hard. You guys make it hard because you're not putting yourself in the playful, flirty, girly category. Don't make it too hard. It's pretty natural. All right, I'm going to move on to the next person. I'm going to go over to the Ask Godfather link to see who's over here. Mika. Hello. She's muted herself
I don't
again.
want to be on YouTube.
Oh, well, you're on the wrong link. You're on the wrong link. You got to get off that link. You don't want to be on YouTube. We're going to do this. I don't know. I don't want to be on YouTube. Then you got to go get in line with everybody else. All right. So, Miss Moore, your microphone's not connected. Essence, unmute yourself.
Hello, I'm here.
How are
Can I
you?
not be on YouTube, please, just for my job?
Yeah, cool. How old are you?
I'm 25.
25. So, are we shooting shots? Is that what we're doing?
I have wanted to start since I've been watching your channel. I just kind of realized because of where I live and just my schedule, I kind of have to be the one to shoot my shot. But I work at an airport and I'm just kind of wondering if you have any tips for like such a high
An airport? What do you do at the
yeah,
airport? Are you at a TSA or you're at the ticket counter? Where are you at?
I'm a gate agent.
So you're gate 26A.
Yeah. Yes.
So you get everybody's information.
Uh-huh.
All right. Say I'm the guy that you want to shoot your shot at, and I'm walking up to you, and I present my ticket and my, what else do I have to give you? My ID?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll give you my ticket, my ID.
So sometimes when that's happened and they're actually like where I'm working at that specific gate, I'll write my number on the boarding pass and just kind of go for it. But if I'm not in that particular area or I see them, walking around or something and they're not on my flight, I'm just kind of wondering if you
If he's
have
on
any
your
tips.
flight,
Okay.
ask something simple like this. Mr. Anderson, does your wife know you came here to see me?
Oh, that's a good one, Mr. Samuels. I'm
I
gonna use that
know.
for
I
I
know.
know.
Does your wife know you came here to see me? Oh, I'm not married. Not yet.
Ooh.
We've got
Let
we
me
got
get
an
my
entire flight.
notepad. Yeah,
We got an entire flight.
that is a
God
good
damn, I'm
one.
smooth. This is why I get laid. It's funny because it's true. All right. But if they walk up to you, you got their information. All right. So if they don't see you at the ticket counter, you see them walking through. You see them
Yeah,
walking by. Um, what do you do?
I get nervous, Mr. Samuels. I'm hot right now, but there
I
was
have
a
that effect on
guy.
women.
Oh gosh.
You see him walking by. What do?
I do nothing. I do nothing. And
Okay,
I
then let
don't
him go
like
get the white
that.
girl.
'Cause I
Then let him
feel
go
like
get the
I
white
missed
girl.
out.
Let him go get the white girl. Let
No.
the white girl get him. Well, then you got something called a left foot and a right foot. See, if you move them in like a parallel fashion, you can
Mm-hmm.
kind of cover distance.
Right.
It's called walking,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually puts you closer to proximity to getting what you want.
You're right. I know.
The problem is you don't know what to say when you walk over there.
Right. That's the main thing.
Uh-huh.
Like after the conversation has
Well,
started,
why don't you
I
say,
can.
wait, you pass me. I'm over here.
Okay.
That's pretty damn simple, right?
Yes, it is.
You
I can
pass
do
me. I'm
that.
right here. There you go.
Okay. I've been waiting for a show like this one. I watch your channel a lot, and I've been waiting for the tips for the nervous
But
girls,
the point of the matter is, you ladies are going to have to make it. If you leave your ticket counter to say something, just stop. And here's the funny thing: even if you fumble the ball completely, I'm gonna tell you what I used to do in college. I'll tell you what I used to do in college. This was my patented line. So I would see I'd see Jamila. And I walk over to Jamila and be like, look, I don't have no rap, I don't have no Mac, I don't have no game. I'm just trying to have a conversation. What's up? Because I didn't have no rap, I didn't have no Mac, I had no game. I had none.
Yeah,
Zero. Zip, zilch, nada. All I'm trying to do is have a conversation to see where it goes.
Right.
Okay. All right. Can we talk over here? It's kind of loud.
Yeah.
But that was game. But I didn't. I had no rap. I had no Mac and I had no game. I was broke. I was skinny.
Honesty was your game, though.
Honesty works because I walked over to her and she at least had to say, well, damn, at least he did approach.
Right. And he doesn't have no game. So
Yeah, he said he got no game. Set the bar fucking low. I'm not trying to dazzle you with words and shit. I got no game. He did approach and he smells good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I can see myself kissing him. All right, let's do that. That's what you do. You just cross the distance and be honest.
Yeah.
And a woman doing that is a heck of a lot easier. You can say the cute little flirty things like, does your wife know you came to see me? Oh, you passed me. I'm over here. Y'all can do that.
Yeah, you're right.
But the honesty approach, hey, look, I just thought you were cute and I wanted to say hi. That ain't what you want. You wanted to exchange information and see. I want to know if you're married, first of all. Are you legally married or you single? You available? Cool. Then let's grab a drink sometime when I'm not working and you're not running. Oh, God damn, that's good. God. I'm a bad motherfucker, boy. All right. There you go. Wrap those up. Take it with you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Tell him if he acts right, you'll get him some extra peanuts and some another pillow or something on the plane. Just say something stupid.
Okay.
Say something stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid works. Right. Stupid works. You be nice. I get you some extra peanuts.
Right. I get you a better seat.
No. Don't promise no seats and shit. Peanuts. Peanuts, extra napkins, whatever the shit y'all give out. But it's got to be our secret, right? I don't want nobody else to get upset. These are special. Right. I'm going to get your peanuts out of my special stash. These are for common people. You're not common. You see how that, you're like, okay. Even Jamila's like, God damn, that shit worked. All right. Jamila, go ahead.
Hello, Mr. Samuels.
How are you? How old are you?
How are you? I am 41.
41. Are we shooting shots?
Never shot my shot.
Never shot your shot. Why?
I don't know. I've lived a sheltered life all my life growing up, and I went off to college, got into a dance ministry at my church, very much sheltered, trying to do it the right way, the right way kind of a thing. And
41.
I want to be married.
41. All right. 41. When was the last time you had a relationship?
It's been 7 years.
Mm-hmm. When was the last time you got biblical with somebody?
Yeah, that kind of, went out the window.
Huh?
The last time I got biblical with somebody,
Uh-huh.
it's been a while for that as well. If I'm honest. Probably 2 years.
All right. Okay. So I gave the scenario of the scarf thing. You don't want to use that one? What do you want to do?
I love that one.
Okay. Well then, all right. You drop your scarf. I pick it up and I hand it to you, and you say what?
I say, well, I was hoping you would pick up what I was putting down. Would you like to grab a drink?
See, don't rush. See, first off, you wouldn't say, well, then I would say. You just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. How about this? Take a breath, think about what you're going to say, and say it. Because oftentimes you'll say, well, I was hoping you do this. Lighten it up. Do you go to church?
I do.
Oh, let me back up. Where would you be meeting a man, or where would you be approaching a man if you saw someone you were attracted to? Where are the places you go?
Well, that's kind of the issue, why it's been so long, because I don't put myself out there. So I'm a fitness competitor. So I go to the gym and to work, and I work with all women, not that I would expect to find a man there anyway, to not miss,
You were basically sabotaging everything.
Yeah.
You want to get with a chick? I mean, you got to go where the guys are.
Yes. So
where would they be? Where would they be?
That's what I'm trying to find out. I've been talking to other.
What city do you live in?
I live in Nashville.
All right. They're at restaurants. They're at bars. Monday Night Football is on everywhere in this country. They're not in the gym because you're working. Nashville, you got steakhouses, cigars. You got Buffalo Wild Wings. You got places to go. Where do the singles live in Nashville? There has to be an area of town where the single people live.
Mm-hmm.
Then go over to the local patios. Become a regular at some spots.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This isn't brain surgery or rocket science.
No, that's helpful, because that was the struggle for me to know where to go. Whether it was.
Why are you in Nashville though?
I've been in Nashville pretty much for probably 30 years.
Oh, that's a problem. You need to leave Nashville. Look, I mean, I'm going to be honest. You've been in Nashville 41, 30 years. Why?
I actually love the city, but.
Okay, well, here we go.
Yeah. So where would you suggest I go?
I don't know what you do, man, but I'm just being direct with you to respect you. Look, your comfort zone is killing you, and ain't nobody going to fix it until you. You live in Nashville, and in 30 years, you don't know where to go? In a city you've been in for 30 years? Come on, man.
Yeah.
It's cool to be a religious person and so forth, but one of the first commandments is be fruitful and multiply. Get out there and multiply some fruit. Do something, because this ain't working.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely getting out there now.
All right. Bye-bye. They ain't at the Grand Ole Opry, I'll tell you that much. Hee haw haw, hee haw 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 haw. Okay, so Nadia, and then you're next.
Hi, can I not be on YouTube?
Sure. How old are you?
25.
25. Are we shooting shots?
I mean, I haven't yet, but I would moving forward.
Okay.
So I'm a medical student and don't have much time to really date, but I do want to work towards a
Go ahead.
Yeah, but I do want to work towards a marriage and a family, so I have to make time for that too. So
What's
yeah.
your question? You're a medical
So
student, but you don't date. When's the last time you had a relationship?
relationship, like July. It ended like July.
How long was that relationship?
Like 2.5 years.
Why didn't you guys go the distance? Was he a
feel
college student
like
as well? Was he a college student?
no. He's 29 now.
Okay.
So he's older. And I met him when so he was 27, I was 23.
So why'd you guys end?
Because I didn't really see us growing together. Like, I think he's a good person, just not the person for me.
What does
I
that
think
mean?
we have different,
What does that mean?
meaning we have different values.
Okay.
Like we go about things differently. Like where I come from and where I am now are totally different. You know, like I'm from, the hood, but I'm in medical school now. And so I have to like reprioritize.
What does he do?
He does real estate. So he has like properties and a lot of properties.
Why do you ladies, okay, no disrespect intended.
Uh-huh.
But I don't hear a problem yet.
Okay, well, I didn't say the rest. He has properties and he also hustle on the side.
Sling?
Huh?
He's slang slum?
Like slum? What do you mean?
Is he illegal narcotics?
I mean, if you consider, everybody do it, so I wouldn't really, but yes, to answer your question, yes.
Is he not as successful at real estate?
Oh, he's very successful. Yeah, he has like.
So he's a real estate and a part-time drug dealer.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep.
Why?
I don't know. Greed, maybe? I couldn't tell you.
No, it's more likely ignorance.
Yeah, that too.
Did you tell him you had an issue with it?
I did.
What did he say? What did he say?
What did he say? He said something to the effect of pretty much like me staying in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
like,
well, then you got to leave. Well, then that's the problem because you can't be a medical student with a drug dealer.
For sure. And like,
so other than that, I mean, but outside, but I'm going to go back to my first point. You didn't say that. You didn't lead with the dude is selling drugs and I'm a medical student and I can't risk being a physician with a drug dealer. That's different than we're different people and we are growing differently. That's some interpersonal shit. And my point is, you're not going to grow with a man. You're going to be a woman. He's a man. We don't grow together. We grow and we're together. That's what you do with your girlfriends. Your man is different. You ladies often want us to be your girlfriends. We're your husbands. We're not supposed to want to grow with you. We're supposed to love you, care about you, provide for you. But you go over in the other room. We want you. Patrice O'Neal, late great Patrice O'Neal. He made a skit one time and he said, you know what? We like you. We love you. But we don't want you around. We want you in the house, but not up under us. We want you kind of like around the corner, like in the vent. That's where we want you. And that's really what it is. How do you grow with that? We need our space. So going forward, what I'm trying to get you to understand is you grow with your girlfriends, your man, and you have what you have together is not a friendship. It's a union. It's a commitment, but you're different people. Now, as a medical student who ended your relationship in July, are you ready to date?
Well, that relationship was technically over like beginning of the year.
All right. Are you guys in the same city?
Well, no. So I was living in the DMV. Now I'm relocated for medical school, and now we are in the same city.
Okay, good.
But not for different cities though.
Good. So you're in different cities. Right. Then you got to start dating.
Mm-hmm.
You have to start putting yourself out there, and because time is short, um, the what do you do? Oh, well, I'm a medical student. You don't have much free time to do anything for a hobby or anything else. You grocery shop? Where do you shop?
I do. I got a Kroger,
Okay.
Aldi.
Is
I
it a
like
nice
Audi.
Kroger?
I like Audi.
Is it an Aldi's cheap? Is there a Whole Foods?
No. So like the area I'm in is very rural, so they don't
All
have
right.
like they only have a Kroger, they
Okay.
have an Audi, they have a Walmart, but like Kroger is like the best grocery store in the area
Yeah,
I'm
that's
in.
why I said go to Kroger. Don't go to Walmart or Aldi. It's cheap.
Mm-hmm.
You're going there to meet somebody. Buy your big stuff at the cheap store, and you go to Aldi to get. I mean, go to Kroger to get lettuce and phone numbers.
Right.
So you're in
Okay, so
so you're in the produce aisle, and you see Eric, or you see a guy. What do you do?
I make eye contact,
Okay.
and I smile, but like the eye contact is like there for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I mean, at that point, who's wearing a scarf? Am I supposed to wear my scarf to the grocery store?
I don't care. He's
Okay.
nearsighted. He can't see you.
um, yeah, so I'll make eye contact and
Uh-huh.
maybe like, go into his, whatever area he's in. I'll like, kind of linger around for a minute, make eye contact.
Why don't you just approach him?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, doctor.
Yeah,
Are you going to be a surgeon?
maybe.
You're going to cut
I'm
into
thinking of,
somebody, but you can't approach a man. See, you got to risk rejection. Just like to be a doctor, you got to risk patient death.
mm-hmm,
All
for
right,
sure.
you get in the area. Maybe he doesn't see you. Maybe he's got headphones on. You don't know. But if you get in his area then what do? You're in his area. And then why don't you ask him for help? Oh,
Mm.
god damn. Did I just tell a black woman to ask a man for help? Oh, yeah, I did. Can you help me? Yeah, what are you looking for? I'm trying to get married.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it works. Trying to get married. Is your wife? Uh, oh, I'm married already. Darn. Well, let me know if it doesn't work out. And keep on walking. You're lighthearted, walk away. Because so you thought I was gonna say, "Could you help me? Can you help me find some lettuce?" You don't need the lettuce. You're trying to. Y'all got to put yourself out there a little bit more. Smiling and eye contact in the land of Me Too and sexual harassment does not work, ladies. You are in the world. You're women unlike you created. You got to go the extra mile. Can you help me? I'm sorry. Can you help me? What? Yeah. What are you looking for? You say something witty. Say something cute. Say I'm trying to get married. Do something. Can you help me? Yeah. What do you need? Well, I was looking at you, but you didn't look this way. I just wanted your attention. But now that I got it, what's your name?
I like that.
Yeah, but you got to put yourself out there for that one.
Oh, I'm not like,
I'm
I'm
just saying you
witty.
got. Okay, but you gotta take it to the next steps. Is what I'm saying. The eye contact,
you're right.
that kind of stuff. That's cool and all, but you don't got a lot of time. You're not going out a lot. You ain't getting in the game that much, Doc. You got to shoot the shots.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, shoot the shot.
So I have a, huh?
Go ahead.
Were you about to boot me off?
No, go ahead. You have a question?
Yeah, I do. So do you think some men are more intimidated by more successful women? Because the grocery store is cool, like I'll definitely try. But just in general, you know what I'm saying? When I meet somebody, maybe on social media or maybe, just in passing, maybe, at the gas station.
What do you mean? Do I think men are intimidated by successful women? What makes you a success?
I mean, want to be a doctor. That's
A lot of people
success.
want to be something. You ain't done nothing yet.
Yeah, that's true, but I'm on my way. I'm a lot.
Okay. Well, but the thing is, you ain't. But you can't. Chickens before eggs, ma'am. You have people in law school thinking they got something and they broke as hell.
Mm-hmm. That's true. So okay.
Well,
Okay. So in the
nobody.
event,
So you want to be a doctor? When will be the soonest
no,
you could actually?
not
When
once.
will be
I'm
the
going
soonest you will be a physician, a income earning physician?
2025.
All right, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, not even a real issue at this point now, is it?
No, it's not. It's
Nope.
not. But
Stop looking for.
I feel
Stop
like I'm
looking
gonna
for.
have. Mm-hmm.
Stop looking for mother flipping problems.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There are non-black women who are as successful or more than you are who are married.
Yeah,
Black
with
women,
stay-at-home dads.
excuse me.
I said with stay-at-home dads.
Fuck is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. What are you
Fuck is wrong
asking?
with you? You said there are women who are as successful or more as you, and they're married and they got a stay-at-home dad. Their husband
I mean,
stays at home.
not all of them, but a lot of them do have stay-at-home dads. A lot of them do, yes. And that's
They
me.
their husbands are stay at home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
I
you said
mean, not
that like
all
it's a
of.
bad. Like you said that like you said.
Obviously, I'm not speaking for the people.
Don't talk to me. You said it like it's a bad thing. Then buy a goddamn dog. See, now we got the problem right here. Now we got the problem. You ain't nobody yet. You in medical school. You ain't done shit yet. You're already looking down at women who doing better than you and judging their situation.
Oh, no, I'm not looking down.
But all women who are married don't have stay-at-home whatevers. And what I need you to understand is how jacked up of a mindset that is.
Mm-hmm.
What's your issue with men?
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you go back? What's the issue?
Yeah, there are women who are men intimidated by more women who are successful. My point is that ain't you yet. You're not there. You hope to be successful 4 years from now. That is not an issue. So whoever you're meeting on social media right now are meeting the in debt student loan college student,
well,
medical student.
I'm on a full ride. So let's
All
just
right,
clarify that.
you ain't got shit yet, but ego, which is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of goddamn ego. And the more I push, the louder you get. Shut up. You don't got nothing yet. When I said there are women who are as successful or more successful than you who are married, the first thing you did was take a shit on their husband with stay-at-home dads. And what I say? Buy a goddamn dog and die alone. So it's not so women the what you're talking about, it's not your profession, it's your attitude. Go listen to this last 5 minutes and how it just went in the ditch based upon your attitude. Man, there are women who are the CEO of Pepsi is a submissive woman.
How do you define submissive? Because I feel
respectful
like
cooperation.
So are you implying that I'm not submissive?
I don't know what you are or not.
Right. So because I would definitely.
What I do get is you're asking about something you're not yet. It's not relevant.
No, I
and then when I said that there are women who are as successful or more successful than you're going to be, who are married. The first words out of your mouth was, "Yeah, with stay-at-home husbands." You think that was a positive statement towards that woman and her man?
It's not, no, people have their own, people can do whatever they want to do.
Was it a
That's just not,
positive? Was it
that's
a
just not something I want.
positive? Was it a positive statement?
It wasn't a negative one.
It was not a okay. Wasn't a positive statement. Now, see, this is where we get to. This is why it's so. This is why it so tends to be so difficult to date our professional women. And that's not you an attorney or physician. When I say the two groups of women that high value men tend to avoid, because it takes a certain personality to becoming a lawyer, a doctor. A lot of these folks have this thing called a God complex. Men or women, doesn't matter, all the same. Tend to have that. But so what? So what? If you're dating men who are beneath you, the question is, can you date men that are above you?
You say you. I
Can
can't
you
even,
date?
I can't date for
Can
sure.
you date? Can you date men that you have to prove something to?
For sure, I would. I would
All right
prefer
then.
to.
All right then. Why would a man that you have to prove something to be intimidated by you?
I was asking a question. I wanted
I
clarification.
understand the question,
Mhm.
but it's not germane to who you are right now.
No,
I
I agree
said
with that.
stop looking for problems, and I said better. I know what I said. I'm not going to play the gaslight thing. I know what I said. I know how we got here. And the bottom line is this, man. You may be a surgeon or whoever. Bottom line is, if you want a man of a certain caliber, you're going to have to bring something to the table, because you can be a doctor. That's fine. But you're competing with the women around him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to want a woman who is going to be on his program. And you got a whole career out there. And in our culture, our women are not typically known to want to sit back and take a back seat to a man. Y'all tend to want to have be side by side with us. So all this is a balancing act. Here's what I would say. Look at your colleagues or people who are married, and look at how they balance it. Look at your female colleagues who are going to do what you do, and look at how they balance it. All their husbands aren't stay-at-home dads. They can't be. And even if they are, let's just say that they are. They chose them, and they're getting better outcomes. So, all right. I think far too many of our women just have this low level lack of respect and contempt for men. Just damn. Yasmin, unmute yourself. Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can. How are
Hey,
you?
I'm good. How are you, Kevin?
I am well. How old are you?
I'll be 28 this month.
All right. Have you been on here before?
Yes.
All right. What do you got for me?
I was just gonna say I've definitely sorry, I'm a little nervous, but
We got to get to it. It's almost 1:30.
okay. I've definitely shoot. I've definitely, is it shoot or shot?
Shoot your shot. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a few times with men, and I've been lucky, and I just noticed that my approach has to be like kind of like warm and like not so aggressive, because I've noticed like when you approach men, like they just seem like nervous, and I can like pick up on that. So like I just try to be like a lot more down to earth.
Well,
but
men are nervous when you approach them.
Yeah, I don't know if it's patient, because I do need to I do want to relocate somewhere. But I have noticed like when I do approach them, like they do seem nervous, but they do end up like giving me their number and stuff, and like we do end up like dating and stuff. But I have noticed like, men do seem like they do.
I don't know. I don't. Well, are these men on your level?
Yeah, I mean they have careers and like good jobs, but I don't. to be honest, Kevin, like it seems like maybe they're insecure, and I kind of like don't understand because they do tend to be fit, good looking, like they have good jobs. So I just don't understand sometimes why they're so nervous.
I don't, and without more information, I don't know. Something's not adding up, but honestly, it's kind of it's in the topic, but it's kind of off the topic. Men who tend to be on your level or higher, there's nothing for them to be nervous about. So something is amiss. But all right, man. Y'all all have a good evening on this. I'm about to let me tell you guys why that conversation went awry. That conversation went awry because I read energy. I read and mirror back, and the question was disingenuous. The supposition was, I'm going to be a doctor, and men get intimidated by women who are doing better. No, they don't. If you pick men that are beneath you, but if you're picking a man, if you're dealing with men who you got to impress, that's not even a question. And see, that's what I need you ladies to start focusing on. Focus on the men that you need to prove something to versus focusing on the men that make you feel strong. It's not your response. It's not your role. And it's kind of what I told her in this thing. We grew different. We just that we ain't to be your girlfriends. We're to be your mates. And you notice how that conversation changed the entire energy of the show. One, we were doing some happy work, but that is indicative of our culture, and it's what we need to remove. It's hard to get peace out of tension. It's hard to get peace out of tension. But anyway, it was a good show. Welcome to October. Welcome to October. It's been a good show. I got stuff to do. The Godfather teaching ladies how to shoot that shot. Kobe. Y'all know how we do it. Until the next time, I will say this. Peace. We are gone. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. I'm a PhD. Oh, yeah.
In this moment,
yes. Fire's gonna
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
That's fire. Fireplace.
It's not hard to fool me.
No. Man,
I'm addicted to
only in New York.
good
I miss New York. Come back.
Either way, I follow.
California, headed your way. Headed your way, Kelly. Kill it, Kelly. Kill it, Kelly.
I follow.